In today's videos, I'm going to create simple chatbot application using Python code, and I'm going to introduce you to the OpenAI SDK along with Gradio UI interface. So this will be a very simple presentation, and you don't need to be an expert in Python code. This will be very simple, Python code. I will show you line by line code, and also try to explain that code as well while writing. In this first presentation, I will. It's basically listed out all the prerequisite for this application. Yeah, you need to have basic understanding of Python code, and secondly, you also need to install these libraries I'm going to mention here. Along with that, in the second step, you need to have OpenAPI key. You can get this key from the OpenAPI platform. This is not a free available. You need to provide your credit card and load minimum $5 into it to obtain that key. So once you have that key, then you can put it into the .environment file in your project root folder. Okay, so that's the only requirement. And once you have that, the next step is we're gonna use OpenAI SDK agents. Along with that, also use the Gradio, which is basically the UI application. And for this Python, I'm going to use UV. I'm not going to use standard PIP installation, and I'm going to use UV for it's a replacement. It's a modern way to use all these environment packages related utility. So why wait? Let's get into the code.
Alright, welcome to the coding session, and in this I have already opened this with VS Code, where I'm gonna use as a blank project, and I'm gonna initiate a project using UV here. And just we can initiate a project really like UV while typing UV in it. Okay, and once you do that, you will automatically create all the necessary files to run the Python application. So you see it's open the main.py file, and it has like all the environment is ready to write the code. Okay, so before we write the code, we also need to install a couple of libraries, and we can use GUI.add, and I'm gonna write all the libraries that we need to install here. Okay, so these libraries are done. I already have the environment files here with OpenAPI key. We need that key to be available so that we can use ChatGPT GPT model in our AI assistant. Okay, so in the main file, now we're gonna import those libraries. First, we need from agents, and we need to import agent and runner. Okay, and we need from .environment import load_.environment. Okay, and we need to call this method as well. And we need to, for the UI, we need to import Gradio as gr. Okay, so our environment is ready. Now we can start writing agents. So let me create agent, and the agent equals, we can pass any name here, and we're gonna pass model here. We're gonna use GPT-4. Okay, so our agent is ready. Now we need to create a method that will run this agent. So I'll name it chat, and we need a message here and history also. I'll explain later why we need these two variables parameters here. Okay, and now we need to find the response from the agent, we need to use runner and with the await. That's why we added a sync here. Dot run. We're gonna pass our agent here, and we're gonna pass the message we got. Okay, this is the message from the user, and we're gonna return the result, and we're gonna use final output here, as we just need a message returned from the AI agent. Final output. Alright, once we have the final output, the next step is we're gonna create interface for chat. So we're gonna use variable, we're gonna use Gradio dot, we're gonna create object of chat interface. We also need to pass here function what we have created, just chat, because this function is required. This Gradio automatically call this function with two parameter, message and history. So history is basically used to keep the memory. It will like have all the conversation history, and message is the current message that user has passed to the chat. And now we're gonna pass, we can define title OpenAI chatbot. You can write anything. Okay. Alright, our demos is ready, and we can just call main method here, and we can say demo dot launch. Alright, let me take a look if everything is good. Agent runner dot run, final output, interface is ready, and that's it. We gonna call UV run main dot. This Gradio launch will automatically open, like host this as a local host application, and this running this file will give you the URL to access that interface automatically. So you see here they're running on the local URL, and if you open this URL in the browser, so you see it's this is the title we gave the chat interface, and it's automatically rendered this the box for the user to type message, and all this history is remain in this box. So it's a nice chat interface. So you're gonna type your message, and now your chatbot is ready to use. You can ask anything because we are using chat GPT model, and it will respond like almost similar to the chat GPT. So we can ask a simple question or any complex question. Please explain theory of relativity. Okay, yeah, so our chatbot is ready. That's it. Thank you very much for watching.